thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I need you to hear and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight, yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight, yeah. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been
Give me 2 ticks, guys. Well, folks, a very good afternoon, morning, even to you all. Welcome back aboard here, folks. The Real Football. My name is Tom, and I'm bringing you the WATCHALONG episode 4. Tonight, this afternoon, every 4. The Arsenal, they take on Mansfield Town live in the Emirates FA Cup 5th round. If you do watching the replay, please do make sure you leave a like on the stream. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Thank you very much indeed, folks. Everybody's joining us here today. Kick off on the way for you at 12:15 in the Emirates FA Cup 5th round, everybody. And this is Arsenal's tie. This is, in fact, I believe, a run of 3 straight away games in 3 different competitions for the Arsenal. We have got Bayer Leverkusen away next week, again, live on TNT Sports. Should have included that detail, shouldn't I? 3 straight away games in 3 different competitions, all live on TNT Sports. But no, more to the point, that is what we're doing next week. So yeah, and obviously I had an amazing time in the first of that run down at the Albion. A place that I would always visit nowadays, really, I suppose you could say, now that I'm actually in the swing of being an Arsenal fan on the road and at home. And it was a huge victory and a huge night for us, I have to say, on Wednesday. And being in that front row at the Amex, I could feel everything. And I could feel the sheer emotion of the fans when that Man City 2-2 Forest result came through. And it was a really, really important time. And it was a moment where really the whole of that away end was just shook, because obviously nobody would have expected Forest to go to the Etihad and do what they did, because they lost at home, of course, earlier in the season. And obviously I don't think Vitor Pereira's had the best start as the Forest boss, but wow, what a result. And I was being told by Forest fans as well the other day that they nearly won that game. So, and obviously you can analyse it in the best way that you can, but at the end of the day, when you talk to a fan of a club, you'll always get the better analysis of it. So, but I think it was an amazing night on Wednesday. I seriously think that's got to be up there, one of my favourite away days. And to make it so much better as well, Luke came along and took several photos of me in the away end. I'm not going to lie about it. There was a lot of photos from Luke of me in the away end, and without surprise either, because I was front row. So I was there for the TV cameras to spot me. I was there for people in the stands to spot me. So there isn't, I don't think, no. I mean, obviously, if the VAR banner does come up on TNT Sports, I'll be a bit surprised, but I don't think there is, no, because it's a League One game. I'm going to go for a 3-0. I'm just going to go nice, solid. I'm going to go nothing out over the top. I'm a really popular guy at the Amex Stadium. I'm not going to lie about it. I'm a really popular guy at the Amex. I'm not going to lie, though. My popularity might have decreased a little bit because I was wearing just literally the Arsenal shirt and nothing more. Nothing underneath either. Like today, I have got a shirt underneath, but I didn't have a shirt underneath on Wednesday. I was just Arsenal shirt and jeans. That's it. But no, in terms of the title race, I mean, look, people are going to tell me, because obviously, I think that you all have an idea of what I want out of this FA Cup 5th round, and I think you all know what I want going into the quarterfinals. And obviously, people will tell me, "Well, you want that because of the title race?" No, I don't. But what I do want, is I do want Newcastle to beat Man City, because I want Arsenal to have the opportunity to get an away tie at Newcastle. That's what I want in the quarterfinals. That is what I want. I am not satisfied either, by the way, with the fact that the semi-finals are at Wembley. And that's another reason why I do prefer the Carabao Cup over this competition, because the semi-finals being 2 legs at each other's grounds is much better than going to Wembley for a semi-final. It kind of kills that buzz of going to Wembley for the final. So in that sense, the quarterfinals is the last opportunity for me to get a good FA Cup tie that I can attend, because obviously I was next to a guy in a yellow jacket. But no, back onto the subject of the FA Cup. Like I say, I mean, look, you're going to see it. You're going to see me going more throttle on the Carabao Cup. And yeah, I do need to balance the FA Cup more. You are correct. Anybody who tells me that I've not balanced the FA Cup well this year would be bang on. would be bang on. But when you've got midweek fixtures that are so enticing and just so amazing, they just are more worth the money than Mansfield away at 12:15, than Arsenal Wigan at the Emirates. So it's not me saying blur to the FA Cup. It's the fact that the Carabao Cup just sits in a better position to come more into the limelight for me, I suppose you could say. And so, yeah, the FA Cup has been undersaturated by me this season, I feel. So, yeah, I mean, if I could pick what I want Newcastle away in the quarterfinals. That's what I want, because that's what I want to attend. That's what I want. If I can pick one time, Newcastle away. So that's why I'm saying I want Newcastle to beat Man City, not because of the title race, because that would be the tie that I would want. Because I don't think Norwich are going to beat Leeds tomorrow. Carrow Road, however, would be an amazing one for Arsenal fans, and we all know it. None. No, like I say, I want Newcastle away. That's what I want, Flicks. That's what I want. And obviously we can't get what we want always. And I accept that. But now I am at a stage of the season where I have got the opportunity to take advantage of the FA Cup. So, yeah. That's my standpoint. That's my stance. And yeah, next season, obviously, I mean, of course, you already know that the prices for Arsenal tickets are going to rise without surprise on resale basis if we win the league. If we win the league, which I think we will do at this point. To be fair, I'm not going to lie. I am a very, very, very strict Arsenal fan. I'm very, very critical, but there was a feeling on Wednesday after that City result came in of we might clinch it now, because we have got 5 home games and 3 away games left, and that in itself tells a big story. You know what I mean? A lot of home games now. You know, only 3 away games. It's like, okay, well, there's lots of games taking place across the leagues today, including the EFL Championship. We will give you a full scores flash later on at 8 o'clock. Because our next stream, of course, will be 8 o'clock for Newcastle as they take on Manchester City. And like I say, that for me, Newcastle away, is the tie that I'm going to be hounding on. I'm going to be looking out for it because it's the tie that I would want. And again, you can look at it whatever way you want. But for me, given the fact that now I probably will attend the FA Cup quarter-final, if I had to pick and choose, Newcastle away would be my choice. Kepa in goal for Arsenal. No, we'll start with Mansfield. The home team. Let's be nice. Come on. Liam Roberts is the goalkeeper for Mansfield. A back three for them today of Kyle Noyle, Adejeji Oshilaja, and Fraser Blake Tracy behind the midfield 4, which sees Stephen McLaughlin alongside Louis Reed, the captain, John Russell, and Lucas Atkins. Then your reversed diamond front three with George Abbott playing a kind of false 9 type of role. And then you've got Tyler Roberts and Reece Oates as a 2 in front of him. But again, there's that space in the middle, which may indicate that, yeah, there's a false 9 being played by George Abbott. On Mansfield Town's bench is Harry Lewis, Jordan Bowery, Elliot Hewitt, Regan Hendry, Nathan Moriah Welsh, Aaron Lewis, Victor Boyejan, Will Evans, and Oliver Errol. Luke Bolton was doubtful and he has not made the team today for Mansfield Town. Arsenal, Caparisa Balaga in goal. Back 4. Christian Norgard at left back. Interesting choice. I would probably go Calafi. I'm a little bit skeptical about that, but it's Mansfield. So Mosquera, Calafiori, and nice to see Marley Salmon getting a start as well. I think it might be a full debut for him today, actually. And I think that Gabriel, he put in a massive performance against Brighton in midweek. So I think that he deserves a rest, and I don't think there's an injury. I think, but he's not in the squad. So I think him getting a rest is vital. Midfield, you've got Trossard, Havertz, and Dowman. Cool. Nice to see Dowman back from injury getting a start as well. Havertz too. You've got Jesus, and Madueke as the front 3. On our bench, Tommy Setford, Julian Timber, Jaden Dixon, Pierre Nkapié, Ife Ibrahim, Andre Harriman Anus, Victor Gyökeres, Eberieze, Bukayo Saka. Yeah. Ben White, Martin Odegaard, doubtful, didn't make the team. Mikel Merino, of course, out with injury. And Saliba should be on that list as well, really, because he's not available either. Like I say, Gabriel, I think that for him, I think it's just been I think he's just been rested. I don't think it's an injury. I'm not gonna over speculate on it. You know what I mean? Anything that looks untoward, I will speculate and analyse in the Leverkusen game, because today, no offence to Mansfield, it's a League One opposition, and I think that any Arsenal team should be getting the victory at the One Call Field Nil Stadium. So, yeah, like I say, I can speculate and I can analyse, but I'm going to save the speculation on Gabriel, Saliba, Merino, all that lot for Tuesday, Wednesday even, in the Leverkusen game, because that's a bigger game, obviously. It's more important. We do need bigger players available to us. So, like I say, if there's anything toward in terms of the squad, I'll talk about it on Wednesday. But today, I'm happy, really, as long as we win. No. Flicks, in football and in life, you can't just give up on something that you want because something else is benefited by somebody who is your rival doing something in a sense of winning. For me, West Ham getting relegated is more important than City dropping points in that game. City have dropped points in a game that I would have never called them to drop points in. I predicted 4-1 for that game to Man City. So I don't need West Ham to do anything. What I need is for Manchester City to win that game because I want West Ham relegated. So title race out the window for that game. It's a game where I'm gonna want City to win. It's a game that I expect City to win, and it's a game that I will criticise City for not winning if they fail to win. Because I want West Ham relegated. And again, I'll keep reiterating it. I'll keep saying it. People can say Tottenham are going to go down. Tottenham ready for the Championship. All this and that. Again, Arsenal fans, yes, we'll laugh about it. Of course we will. We hate Tottenham. However, Tottenham, at the same time, are our arch rivals. And we want them in the same league as us because we want the North London derby. And also, it's 6 points each season. So, it's not just a case of, oh, hang on a minute, Tottenham are our biggest rivals. We want them going down, because it's not the case. You know what I mean? Derby Day is an important day, and it's the fixture that we all look out for in the calendar. It would be the exact same thing for Liverpool fans and Everton fans. It would be the exact same for Manchester United and Man City. Derby Day is Derby Day. And so, no, I wouldn't. I don't want Tottenham to go down. Again, I'd laugh about it. Of course I would. But no, I wouldn't be banging on the drum. So, you know what I mean? I'm going to be keeping pounding on West Ham because, you know, that's who I want going down. And again, what's more important in the grand scheme of things? Your biggest rivals getting relegated, or the North London Derby, which is our showpiece event, which happens twice a season, and also it's 6 points guaranteed at this point. So, like I say, when you first think about it, Tottenham have gone down. You know what I mean? We'll all laugh about it. But when you finish laughing, and when you're a few weeks into the kind of, oh shit, they've gone down, you'll realise, oh no, there's no North London Derby next season. Oh no. So, by no stretch would I bang on the drum for them to go down. Again, I would laugh about it, but it will sink in to all Arsenal fans if they do go down that the Derby Day is not happening next year. We're off and running at the one called Field Mill Stadium, Mansfield, Arsenal. Here we go. And yes, it is the home shirt again for the Arsenal. And by the way, the first time in about, I think, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, roughly, that we wore the home kit at the American Express Stadium. And what a nice thing, actually. However, it was by force. The club were forced to wear the home kit at the Amex. We didn't have a choice. We couldn't even wear the white kit because there was too much white on Brighton's kit. So we couldn't wear the blue kit. We couldn't wear the white kit. So we were forced to wear the home kit. But I have to say, nice. I mean, look, I could have worn any one of the kits, and you all know it. But obviously, whether I'm attending games or I'm watching them on TV, I like to wear the corresponding shirt to what we're wearing on a match day. It's the reason why I buy all 3 shirts as a content creator, to ensure that I have all 3 options to wear. Thomas Bramall is the referee for this one. Farai Hallam was in charge yesterday at Molineux for the Wolves-Liverpool game. And if you don't know who Farai Hallam is, Farai Hallam was the famous referee who made that turn against VAR after he was sent to the monitor. And obviously, referees, as we all know, when they're sent to the monitor for VAR, they are expected to overturn their decision on field. Farai Hallam, on his Premier League refereeing debut, did not do that. He stuck to his guns. He made the right call as well. And he, of course, controversially, because in the eyes of PGMOL, said, no VAR, I'm not listening to you. I've gone to the monitor, I've had a look, I'm sticking with my own field decision. Very, very brave for a debut referee, or any referee really, to do. So yeah, that wasn't just some bog standard championship ref that you watched yesterday, really. It was that referee who turned his back on VAR after being sent for a review. He broke the rule book, if you like, of PGMOL. But he made the right call. Ah, we've got Sam Matterface again. Nice. Here is Dalman. Dalman in. Oh. Liam Roberts with the block for Mansfield. Calafiori. And yeah, I have to say as well, I just want to address anybody who's going to say, why have you not gone to this game, Tom? Why have I not gone to this game? Well, look, the tickets weren't as expensive as what I was going to, as what I was thinking they were going to be, because obviously it is a literal Vitality Stadium of League One. It's 10,000 seats. It's going to be a smaller way allocation. The reason why that I did not pick this game in my attendance list was because of the kickoff time of 12:15. That is why. I have got bets. Yes, I have got bets, and there is a pre-built price boost bet builder. No, it's a pre-built. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute, you lovely people. Hold on. I'll find it. You know I will. Okay, it's a PB. Just a PB for Arsenal to win and over 3.5 combined goals scored. It is, in fact, a match result and total goals 3.5. So more than 4 goals. So 4 goals or more, and Arsenal to win the game. So for anybody who's predicted 3-1 or 4-0 or 2, yeah, you get the point. I get £3 and 8p for that one. It is a £1.50 stake. And there are some games, Flixie, where you don't need to build a better builder. I would have no idea. It wouldn't be much. It would be like, I don't know, a couple of quid on top. Obviously, by law, if you win, the bookies have to return you the bare minimum of your stake. But again, if it is a really, really just like, you know, odds on, for instance, Man City to beat Crawley Town, obviously, if you put Man City, you're going to get diddly squat. The exact same thing can be said in this game. The highest payer today is a bet builder on the Chelsea game, which I am not watching, but it is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-fold bet builder. It is for Chelsea to win over 1.5 goals, anytime goal scorer João Pedro, over 2.5 cards, over 1.5 Chelsea goals, and under 1.5 Wrexham goals. That is £4.75 or £1 stake. We've also got the Acker. In fact, we've also got another £1 for a tenner, and that is for Borussia Dortmund, Atletico Madrid, Chelsea, and Arce, Strasbourg, Alsace all to win, and that is £1 for a tenner. The Acker insurance is also in play, and I have gone a bit bold. I've gone for Chelsea, Newcastle, Coventry, Derby County, and Ipswich all to win. 50p stake today, return £7.16. So loads of opportunities to get some money. Loads. And of course, if I tally it all up, let's see. £3 and 8 plus £7.16, that's going to be £7.24, £10.24, £20.24, £23.24, and then £27. £27.99, guys, is what we can get today. So £27.99. And of course, the Ladbrokes 123 is live and in play as always. And unlike Super 6, this does spread across the entire weekend. And that is for Newcastle to win 2-1. I know, I'm being brave. But again, I reiterate it. What I want is Newcastle to win, because I want to play Newcastle away in the quarterfinals. This is not bias, people. I'm telling you this straight now. It's not bias, me saying I want Newcastle to beat Man City because there's a title race on. or the Carabao Cup final. This is me, who's not been to any FA Cup games this year, wanting to get to one FA Cup game that's going to be really, really banging. So that's why I'm saying I want Newcastle to win. I want to play Newcastle away because that's the game that I want. So yeah, in the sense of I want that fixture in the quarterfinals, it is bias. But it's not bias in terms of the title race. By no stretch is Newcastle Man City today anything to do with the title race. So yeah, I'll just get that one out of the water for you all now because there will be some people later on telling me. And look, Martin, I'm not gonna argue against that either. I'm not. Okay? You know what I mean? I'm really not gonna sit here and argue about us wanting the FA Cup. I won't tell you a lie. As an Arsenal fan, I am very, very ecstatic to be in the Carabao Cup final. And I know people will say, but Tom, the FA Cup is the oldest competition. But Tom, you are the best in the FA Cup. I know. Believe me, I know. But I've been banging on that Carabao Cup drum for years. We've been deprived of the League Cup for years. And guess what? There is no difference for Arsenal because the only reward that you get, Martin, is a place in the Europa League if you are not qualified for Europe outside of the Conference League. So people can sit there and say all this and that, but I am not going to lie to you. And yeah, the FA Cup might be better, but I don't care. We need that League Cup. We've got a lot of FA Cups. We are the best in the FA Cup. We've got 14. We've got a buffer. So this year, you get the trophy. But again, Flicks, that benefit of the Europa League only applies in the FA Cup if you are outside of Europe. So that benefit of Europa League will not apply to Arsenal if we win the FA Cup. Why? Because we are in the Champions League. Because we are probably going to win the Premier League or finish second. And actually, no. I don't think the FA Cup is at the minute. If you're asking me, the Carabao Cup is currently better ran than the FA Cup. Because the Carabao Cup is getting free-to-air TV with ITV. The Carabao Cup is also a lot of midweek games, which I think suits some people and others don't. And also, Flicks, Martin, the semi-finals are actually good. Like, I am not trying to be a critic of the FA Cup, but the FA Cup semi-finals are a shambles being at Wembley. An absolute shambles. Nobody wants to go to Wembley for a semi-final. You go to Wembley for the final and nothing more. And I'm not buying all this. Well, it doesn't really matter. Yes, it does matter. Yes, it does. It kills the whole Wembley in the final. So I'm sorry, and you can argue with me, but right now, until that rule is changed, the Carabao Cup is the better ran competition, down to that one reason, because of the semi-finals. I much prefer two legs. You know what I mean? One at Stamford Bridge, one at the Emirates, or one at Old Trafford, one at Anfield, for instance. You get the point. So, Man City fans are saying the same thing. Man City fans don't like it either. And I, for once, agree with them. Okay? I agree with anybody who tells me that. The FA Cup semi-finals are a shambles. And for me, that is enough for me to say the Carabao Cup is better ran at the minute. And until that semi-final rule changes, I'm going to stand by that decision. Because the Carabao Cup semi-finals are fucking amazing. You know what I mean? The fact that I'm having to sit here and go, oh, well, hang on a minute. So we don't get, like, it's just like, you don't want to go to Wembley for a semi-final. Wembley is for finalists, not semi-finalists. In club football, Wembley is the place to play a final, not a semi-final. And when it comes to Arsenal being involved in that type of conversation of the FA Cup semis, I am going to stick my nose in, and I am going to project my opinion. For other clubs, it might be a case of, well, we're going to Wembley. I don't really care. I'm happy about it. Sure, if you are, I don't know, Oldham Athletic or Crystal Palace or Crawley or Brighton, yeah, going to Wembley is amazing. However, for Arsenal and for a lot of other clubs, going to Wembley means the final, means the silverware. I rest my case, but the Carabao Cup, because of those semi-finals, are better ran than the FA Cup now. Yeah, people might like the FA Cup more, sure. Okay. But out of the two competitions, currently, the League Cup, the Carabao Cup, the EFL Cup, well, whatever you want to call it, I don't care, is better ran than the FA Cup. I rest my case. Endowment. Your view is very narrow. I have to say, your view is very narrow. You're looking down one tunnel. And again, that bonus is only applicable to teams who are not in Europe. Like, for me, you're looking down a very narrow tunnel, Flicks. You're looking down a very narrow tunnel, and I'm sorry, but no. I'm not agreeing with you. It's not been a great start at all, but I'm not agreeing with you. I am not agreeing with anybody who tells me the FA Cup is the better run cup competition at the minute. And I'm sorry, but my stance will not change until that semi-final rule is changed. Because it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. And I don't care. It's a disgrace. And that is the one thing. No, Saliba's not available. Like, you can all have your own opinions, but I will not agree with them on the FA Cup being better than the Carabao Cup, in the sense of it being ran right now. And the EFL, in all of their competitions that involve Wembley, have got it right when it comes to Wembley is for finalists. And only for finalists. Jesus, Madueke. Cuts it back. Jesus should have been... They've defended all right, Mansfield, I can't lie. Long throw. Madueke flicks it on. No, cleared away. Oh dear, there's 1-3 on his own. Although Mosquera and Salmon have got back. Tackle by Calafiori is a good one. Tackle's a good one by Calafiori. VAR not in use in this game, but of course, across the fifth round, in grounds that are equipped with it, VAR will be in operation. So that presumably would mean Premier League clubs, or perhaps any Premier League I don't know, maybe any ground that's been fitted with VAR in the past. Any past Premier League clubs, I don't know. I don't know what the exact criteria is, but what I do know is that there are some EFL clubs, even in League One, that have got VAR equipped, such as Luton Town. So it's going to be a case of pull a piece of paper out the hat when it comes to your VAR. They've been all right. They've been bright. Little bit of a not so great start by us. 20 minutes gone, we've not scored, so I'm not too happy. And one of the consistent things for me, in terms of attending away games, has been first half goals. In each and every one of the away games that I've attended this year, I have seen a first half goal. In fact, I've seen a first half goal quite early. The last 3 away games that I've done, Stamford Bridge, Molineux, the Amex, first 10 minutes I've seen a goal for Arsenal. Obviously, I don't want to be reminded too much of Molineux. I mean, I would much more be... Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of glad in a way that this gets to sit on top of the Wolves programme and not the other way around, if you know what I mean, because I don't want that Wolves game overshadowing the... Oh... Yeah, don't worry. You'll be going on top of that Wolves one soon. You will. You will. Yeah, finally I can stop looking at that Wolves programme. I know. Teddy, Derby County fan. Big, you should not be backing the Stags, mate. You should not be backing them. They're your rivals, aren't they? I'm not being funny, but I actually think there's a bit more beef between... I don't know if I'm right in saying this, but I mean, look, I've seen Forest and Chesterfield play more times than I have Mansfield and Forest, so maybe there's more beef between Chesterfield and Forest than Mansfield and Forest. I'm not really interested to be pairing Derby in their rivalries. But, obviously they are your East Midlands rivals, so I would say, no, don't be backing them. And I know you might tell me, well, they're not our rivals, though, are they? Well, are you sure? These are in League One, right? They're one league below you. And there's no way that Derby are coming to the Premier League ever. I'll say it as it is. Derby will never get to the Premier League. It will never happen. So, Well, never again anyway. Sorry, correct my words, because they have been in it, but never again. You can bog off. And where I live is not near Liverpool by any stretch. Where I live will be revealed at the end of the season. When we do a bit of a rebrand and a shake-up. They won't. They won't. They won't. I'm saying nothing until the end of the season, mate, because I'm shaking things up. You're going to see more of my general life after this season is over with the vlogging camera. So that's why. And with the matchday vlogs, you are going to see clues of where I am. You're going to see things. So on that basis, I need to tell you where I'm living. Because you're going to see, whether I like it or not, you're going to see where I am. So there will be matchday vlogs as in for Arsenal, yes. Yes. Absolutely. And that's exactly my point. I might be at the train station. I might be telling you information. And so that's why. So yeah, end of the season, you'll be in the know of where I actually am. What do you mean by gooning? Oh, as in like being an idiot? No. Please do not forget that I am a data collection agent, so I have to stay professional somewhat. Okay? In my outside of YouTube life, I am a data collection expert. So, yeah. Somewhat, I have to be professional because obviously there are certain times where I'm covert and other times where I'm not covert and I'm collecting data. And so if I'm gooning around a store where I am not covert for my data collection, and the managers who know me see that, not going to look good. Look, you just tell me. You just tell me. What do you mean, what the fuck? I work for 3 different mystery shopping companies. 3 different ones. So yeah, and obviously my main one, Shepper, works with M&S, who are Marks and Spencers. And people, I will tell you right now, Marks and Spencers is not covert. It's not covert. They know that I'm there, and they don't bother me. Marks and Spencer's staff are told that they will get mystery shoppers. And so they don't bother anybody who's taking photos or whatever. Marks and Spencer's staff will not bother you if you are holding your phone up, taking photos, checking things, because they know. So it's not covert in Marks and Spencer's, unlike other stores. And so sometimes, because obviously they know who comes in and who delivers the reports and who's a regular visitor with their phone, the managers, I do have conversations with them. So I can't just go round being a numpty. Well, it's not my responsibility. I am not a member of staff. I am a freelance worker, an agent. Well, I don't shop. That is not what I do. I collect data, and Abdi, sometimes, believe me, the work is covert. Well, thanks for that information. 0-0. Half an hour gone. Bloody hellfire. 0-0. Come on, Arsenal. Ahoy. I do not. No. By no stretch. Now that I know the definition, no. It will be vlogs that are maintaining professionalism of somewhat. Poor effort by Mad Wade Kane. Skied it into the Arsenal fans. The only way he can do that is via the StreamYard. And one button and I can reset the entire StreamYard and log everybody out. So if you want me to do that, why? Have you put on a big bet? Don't tell me you've wasted all your life savings on a big bet for this game. See, that's not what you do even when you're betting. I mean, sure, if you win like 100 quid off the Ladbrokes 1-2-3 or the Coral Football Super Series, yeah, cool. I would happily let you, but I would happily bet it, if you know what I mean. But otherwise, don't be risky. You've had Arsenal scoring, but see, that's what I mean. If you win, like, I don't know, £100 or whatever off this, because these are free to play. If you win off a free to play, sure, bet the money. Why not? Why wouldn't you? Obviously, please bear in mind that you might want to go ahead and bet that money in a different bookies to where you won it, because obviously Ladbrokes might go ahead and say, you've just won this money for free. We don't want you increasing it. So maybe, of course, take it to William Hill or whatever, but you get the point. If you win £100 or whatever off the Ladbrokes 1-2-3 or the Coral Football Super Series, go right ahead. Bet it. Try and increase it. It's a risky move, that, I can't lie, because the landlord will be banging on that door, mate. mean, look, I don't know what your landlord's like, but I'm guessing he or she will be pretty nasty if you don't get the rent for them. I mean, I most certainly would be clocking you. I would be getting CCJs ready. I'd be getting all that stuff. I hope so. As an Arsenal fan, I hope so. Absolutely. I mean, look, I'm not impressed at the minute that we've not scored a goal. But yeah, if I was a landlord, it would be if you don't pay your rent, it would be CCJs, it would be eviction, it would be everything. Well, we've dominated the ball last 5 minutes, 78%. And it does look like yeah, I can definitely see some different faces at the one call. And I'm not surprised either, because the away fans will travel to the games where they feel applicable. And again, like I say, I was at the face of all the action, whether you like it or not. I was front row. I mean, look, let's try and find a clip for you. Might be a problem for Havertz. Trossard even, not Havertz, sorry. I'm not too happy that we've got a first half out of goal. I'm on 38 minutes now. Trossard's coming off. No, I heard Sam Matterface mention a calf issue, so take it as it is. Piero Hincapié is going to come on here to replace Leandro Trossard. Yeah, he played okay against Brighton. Wasn't the most impressive, but of course, we sung about him in the away end. No, Gabriel was the man of the match. Not only given by TNT Sports, but also he was the man of the match. Saved Raya's backside way too many times in that game. Raya had a poor game on Wednesday, I can't lie. I hope not. And I will be critical of it, of course. Calafiori. Give it away cheaply. Reed. Abbott's corner, get it away, get it away. A bit sloppy from Havertz, a bit loose from Havertz, but not sloppy, just loose. Yeah, well, I'm not convinced we are, but we'll see. Should be really. Madueke, shot from range, built by the goalkeeper. Martinelli should follow it up. Flashed across. Madueke, what a goal! What a goal by Madueke. It was a first time hit. The ball was spinning. It's a great finish and 1-0 to the Arsenal. That's a great finish by Madueke. What a finish. That is a great finish by Madueke. What a finish. What a finish. Martinelli following up that spilt ball from the initial Madueke shot. That one is just no messing about. Hits it first time. It's pure. That side angle is shit. But if you look at it from behind, it's a great goal. Arsenal 1-0 to the Arsenal 1-0. Come on. Newcastle away in the quarters, please. Please. That's what I want. Free kick. Foul on Havertz. Madueke. Oh, should have been 2. I have played it, but not right now. I don't know. For me, it's a bit of a waste of money, if you're asking me. It's a little bit of a waste of time. I would say that when you become an adult, pick the games that you buy wisely. Only buy the best games. And yeah, save your money. And definitely, if you're a football fan, go to the football instead of buying games like FIFA. For me, a game worth buying would be Grand Theft Auto 6. I don't waste my money on games. I have an Xbox, but I only have a few games on it. You know, it's not about the quantity. It's about the quality. And the value for your money. And I know when you're teenagers or whatever, you're going to be like, oh, I'll buy this, I'll buy that. I want all the games in the world. I want to play everything. But watch the pennies and buy the best of the best. Like GTA 6. Don't waste your money buying a FIFA every year because it's 80 quid every year somewhat for FIFA. And a game that barely changes. No, it's a vape pen. It is an Elf Bar Elfex device with a 0.6 hang on. 0.6 something. 0.6 L, I think it is, pod, or ML. And it contains blue ras lemonade liquid. And yes, people, I do have nicotine pouches, but I don't use them. All the nicotine pouches that I have in this house are wrapped up and unused because they're freebies. And guess what? You take freebies, okay? Just because you ain't going to use it does not mean you don't take freebies off somebody if they're going to offer you them. If you get offered freebies, never say no. Just take them. And the same can be said in a hotel as well. Again, when you stay in a hotel, you get freebies, take them. Two minutes at a time, by the way, at the end of the first half here. We're already 1 minute through them. Oh, that's a good cross. Not so good of a header from Akins. What's that going to be? Go at half time, so it's going to be. Yeah. Hincapié comes on, and the game shifts. And Wake with the goal was a great finish. 1-0 to the Arsenal at half time, but not a great first half on the whole. But in the end, 1-0 up. Let's just start to wipe the floor second half. You know what we need to do? Half time score is 1-0 to the Arsenal. No. It's a 5:30. No. I have got a ticket then. Yes, you heard me. I would a ticket through the ballot, but I'm not going. No. No. If it stayed 2 o'clock, no. I know what I need to attend and what I know what I need, what I want to attend and what I need to attend. And trust me, I have got a list in front of me or somewhere on this desk of my priority order of attending games. And 5:30 kickoffs do not fall into the category against Emerson at home. If it was 3 o'clock Saturday or 2 o'clock Sunday, different story. I know you did, Strafts. I know you did. And guess what? I got all the evidence right here to show you that I was there. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. Oh, my word. And by the way, I woke up to just sunshine, seaside. Oh, it was lovely. The 5th of March. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful morning. I just woke up to complete sunshine. It was lovely. I'm not going to lie, it was not a great first half, Dragon Breath. I'm not going to lie, it was not a bad first half. But again, yeah, I'm not going to say anymore. But no, oh, it was amazing, I have to say. And I know I was looking around for Luke, and in the end, Luke found me, of course. Yeah, it wasn't that way the first time. Back in the summer when I visited there to watch them play Wolfsburg, I found him. But that time, and by the way, I was told that he specifically went to that game to fight because I was there. Fraser told him. Oh yeah, no, honestly, I did have a yeah. I mean, I was just looking around. I was walking around, and I get way up right behind me, and I'm like, oh, hang on a minute, is that him? Yeah, I probably did a few laps around the Amex just to see if I could find him because I had a slight suspicion that once he got the message I was coming, he would have gone. Yeah, like Luke did say when he left YouTube that he wasn't really going to do midweek games, but when Tom's in town, clearly that's a different story because I says to him, "You've gone to this game because I'm here, don't you? Didn't you?" I said to him, "You've come to this game because I'm here, haven't you?" And he went, "Nah," but with a slight kind of cheekiness on his face. So yeah, he was basically telling me, yeah, because I was coming, he's gone to the game. And yeah, the reason why he doesn't normally do midweek games is because of his barbering and his college, which is all part of the reason why he left YouTube to focus on his barbering in college. So yeah, I mean, I have to say, Straffs, I wasn't expecting him to be. I wasn't fully expecting him to be there. It was kind of a 50-50. But yeah, I was looking around because obviously if he was there, I wanted to find him. Not bad. That's not bad either, 44 quid for a monitor. Another thing as well, why it may have looked like that was because I misjudged how long it was going to take for me to get there from the hotel. I left the hotel at 5:35 with a goal to get to the stadium by 6:30. And I arrived by 6:10. So I had an extra 20 minutes. I was expecting it to take about an hour to get to the ground. 65, but I paid for a premium room. It would have been 47 if I didn't go premium. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll find a way to sort it, I'm sure. No, we'll do it at Brighton. We'll do it at Brighton, and we'll do a weekend game because obviously. That's not bad at all. £2. Bargain. Bargain loving Brits. No, look, I mean, look, I'm not going to go and sit there and do the same pre-season that I did going into this season because obviously if Arsenal win the league, I have to be aware that the resale prices are going to jump, which means I've got to save more money. However, I will still do a bit of a pre-season tour, just nowhere near as big as last year. Do you know what I mean? No. I'm doing it the proper way, mate. Yeah? I don't want it to be the case of I'm risking my money to win the jackpot. I want it to fall in a way where I hit a jackpot, such as the Ladbrokes 123, the Coral Football Super Series, or Super 6. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, there's a lot of books to balance, though, for me, obviously, as you would all be aware, because obviously being an Arsenal fan is not necessarily the cheapest hobby in the world, so... But I will do what I can, where I can, and when I can. Pundits are just having a chat, half time, with Becky Ives, presenter. Yeah, I have got that Arsenal Everton ticket for sale, by the way, as well. Yes. Yes. I've won it before. Myself. A couple of years ago, but I have won it before. Both of the Coral Football Super Series and the Ladbrokes 123. It was there was an Arsenal game in there, and I think we won 4-5-0. £100. That's the way it goes. You win £100 because it's free to play. Or a share of 10k, I think, actually, the 123. I think the Football Super Series is £100, and I think that the 123 is a share of 10k. There will definitely be winners. It's not going to be that impossible to predict 3 correct scores. I mean, I've done it in a game week before on Super 6, just not the Ladbrokes 123 games, of course. I think mine's 173 in it. Yeah. Okay, yeah, well, I mean, I'm not too happy, but what? But yeah, I have got an Arsenal Everton ticket for sale, so yeah, anybody who wants it. True. Oh, no. I would be going. Well, I mean, look, it's a resale ticket, so it's going to be. I could do you because I paid, you see, 150 for it, with the intent to resale. So I would. I could do it, but we'll see. I'm going to wait until the sale window closes on. What do you do on the website anyway first? There isn't that many tickets left now anyway, so I would expect they're going up. Yeah. To be fair, I would. Because I'm not going to lie to you. On Monday, I'm getting paid 30 quid just to do a quick online thing for mystery shopping. To be fair, I would. If you message me on Instagram, yeah, I would. I would do 120 because all down there, that ticker that scrolls when the match is live has my socials on it. Yeah, no, I'd take a sad. Yeah. Obviously, I'll have the sale. I'll do the sale with you on probably Thursday, because I think that's when the non-regular resellers window closes for selling tickets. So yeah. Yeah, no, because I'm getting paid 25. No, I'm getting paid 30. What is it? Yeah, it's a student accommodation one. So yeah, that's paying me 30 quid. So yeah, I could make up the difference. No issues there. So yeah, if you message me on Thursday, what's that job? What's that job? If it's easier than mystery shopping, I'll do it. Oh, that's going to be an evening job. Do you know what, though? No, I don't hate it. But unfortunately, it is one of those that can go dry on certain months. Which means it makes it harder to earn the money. But my highest ever earning month, bear in mind you're getting paid roughly 7 quid per job, was, I believe, November. Yeah, you heard that right. Not December. November. It was as well. November. It was November. My highest paying month doing this job was November. At £318.25p. And I was non-stop in November. Like, I was a really busy person in November. Like, balancing the channel and doing all these mystery checks. It was non-stop in November. But that was my highest paying month. It is basically it's a lot of different types of work, but the main thing about it is data collection. By the way, we are on the way for the second half here. It's mainly data collection. So yeah, when I first started it, July 168. August was slightly higher, 177.50. September went down to 135.25. We then dropped even further to 119 in October. But then, like I say, November was just an absolute skyrocket. You know what I mean? Well over 300 quid was, like, going into the Christmas month as well was perfect. So yeah, if anybody... No. I mean, you sometimes have to buy things, but they'll reimburse you. Like, you will never go unreimbursed. That's what I'll say. Like, you may have to buy things such as food or whatever, or a product, but they'll always reimburse you. They'll always reimburse you. Always. Yes. Yes. They reimburse you. It's a job. But they want you to be covert. Of course. How is it? Companies want data. Companies want data. Particularly shops. Marks and Spencer's. They want people checking their stores. Marks and Spencer's HQ want data. You get paid a fortune for doing Marks and Spencer's, by the way. 30 quid a job at Marks and Spencer's. Excuse me. Spam call. Sorry about that, folks. It went off the iPad for some reason as well. Yeah, normally when I'm watching TV, the iPad doesn't pick up the calls. But as you are aware, and as you should be aware, Apple users, if you have an iPad and an iPhone and they're together, they will both signal the call. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Marley Salmon, the youth, caught in possession. Mascara tries to get back. Oh, dear. We'll get it straight back. Get straight back in front. Yeah, I'd take Salmon off for that mistake. Although Gabriel's been rested and Saliba's unavailable due to injury. Yeah, Gabriel's been completely rested today. Yeah, Salmon shocking. I mean, I mean, that bench, who have we got? Damn, a lovely ball. Havertz, a poor. Man, you've got to get a better pass on there, mate. I mean, we've got Tim. I would be open to replacing Marley Salmon now. Can't be making those kind of mistakes. And quite frankly, yes, this was going to be a banana skin because obviously they've had big results. They've knocked out big teams. They've gone to big grounds, and we have to be careful. Dowman, lovely skill. Dowman, brilliant. Dowman, should have been a goal. Weaved his way through the middle. And what a strike. What a bit of skill from our talented youth who's back from injury. Adwake's corner near post to Calafiori. Underneath it, didn't leave. Did it enter the back of the net? Arsenal will score another one, hopefully. Yes, Ashik. Get it into your gloves, Kappa, yeah. Stop it again. Adwake foul, free kick. Oh. Foul by McLaughlin. Come on, the Arsenal. Calafiori. Down the left now. Martinelli, come on. Has he won a corner? No, he hasn't. Goal kick. Flip. 33 minutes. Come on, you got to do it. Here come Mansfield. Lewis Reed feeds it through Kepa into his gloves. I'm definitely not sitting comfortably. I'm definitely not sitting comfortably. Come on. Lewis Reed wins the ball back. Got to get this job done, Gunners. Come on. Good work by Madueke to win the ball back. Has conceded the throw, though, against Abbott. Can't mess about. He went down. Yellow card. Yellow card. Salmon could have given away a penalty there. Yeah, VAR not being in use will help us. Come on. Timber and Eze coming on. Well, you got to win the game. Can Eze make a difference? Timber will help us out at the back. I mean, I'll be taking off Salmon, not Havertz and Jesus. Maybe one of Havertz or Jesus, but yeah, no, it's Havertz, not Havertz and Salmon. Yeah, that mistake for me ruined it for Salmon. He's a youth. You feel for him, but you make a mistake in a game like this, you've got to be taken off. Change from Mansfield, George Abbott replaced by Lewis. And we've got 28 minutes plus added time to get this job done. Do not mess me about, Arsenal. Oh, it's a riot. Oh, Kepa even it. I mean, the cross went underneath the bar. Just try and make it one way. Got to try and nullify Mansfield now. And just sustain pressure on them. We're losing the ball a bit too easily, though. Nice back heel by Dowman to Madueke. Madueke's been brilliant. Right to challenge, and we've got loads of players forward. This should be a goal. Max Dowman squares it. Martinelli. Oh, Dowman, shoot yourself, mate. Off the line, fair play to Mansfield, but the power's not there from Martinelli's shot. Lovely play by Madueke and Dowman. In fact, it wasn't Martinelli, it was Jesus with the shot. Where's the power behind that, mate? Good delivery by Madueke. Didn't lead to a goal, though. It's a lovely turn by Dowman again. Tackle was clean. To win the ball back. And could be a little bit of danger here. We've got enough bodies back, though, to be able to deal with it. At least I would suspect. Oh! Well. Who's that who's got through the middle there? Evans, is it? Number 11. Somebody off the bench. Wasteful. Up we go. Up we go. Got to get the goal now. We've got to get some comfort. Goal, brilliant. Smashes it. And puts us back in front. And restores the comfort. For me, oh my word, my heart was going off like a bomb. Yeah, good to be back in front. Another really good strike. Another powerful shot. Different to Madueke's goal, but similar in the sense of the power and the clean quality of the goal. No question about the quality of the goals. It's a great strike again. Madueke's strike was better, but that is excellent from Eze to put us back in front and restore some comfort, like I say, for me, because I tell you what, my heart's been jumping since they scored. Big up, yeah. You smash me a follow on Instagram, yeah. Blinking. Smash me a follow on Insta, and drop me a message, and yeah, I'll message you on Thursday. Yeah. If you want to do it soon, that'd be great because then I can just yeah, because then I'll remember, you see, follow you back and add you to the general so I can see your messages. Yeah, smash the subscribe button if you haven't already, people, tonight, this afternoon, by the way. We are live again later on. You can join us at 7:45. Newcastle Man City will also be live on Realltom Football, 8 o'clock kickoff in the Emirates FA Cup. And there will be a fan cam as well for this game. And that will be out to you guys about 3 o'clock 3. Yeah, like I say, if you can follow me ASAP, that'd be great, because then, yeah, I can just quickly get you into the right section. Because you see, I'm all sectioned and split on Instagram. I've got primary, requests, and general. So I need to put you in the right place so that I can see your messages about the ticket. It's going to be a yellow card. Calafiori, handball. Yeah, middle one, like I say, RCO official with an underscore. Yeah, with an underscore between the O and the 2 Fs. Gotta be careful. Two 1 Arsenal. I'm not feeling too comfy. Away it goes. Well, through to Madwake should be 3-1. Can he shake off McLaughlin? He does. He keeps the ball. Timber, fed by Nkapie, cleared away by somebody in a Mansfield shirt. Oh, Calafiori's pulled up. Well, he has had a few injuries this year. Ah, David O'Leary's in the ground. Been pointed out by TNT. I'm not sure if Calafiori's going to continue. Has he just pulled his hamstring there, going to lift his leg up to kick that ball? He's back up and he's walking okay. Take him off anyway. You don't want to risk him because whilst Nkapie is the starter at left back nowadays, you still need Calafiori as a backup. I can see Saka getting ready at a youth, and that youth is one that I've not heard of yet. But he is number 52 and he's Jaden Dixon. And Max Dowman replaced by Bukayo Saka. Lucas Atkins has gone into the book. Not particularly, no, to be fair. Oh, some mascara. Corner. Could have given away a penalty. Mascara needs to have a look at the replay of the challenge. Near post, headed away, good. Oh, the power. Behind that SA strike being replayed again. Oh, God. Well, he's giving a free kick to us, actually. Simulation. Until free kick. Lutz and McLaughlin coming off to Mansfield, replaced by Adebayo, Jo, and Iro. No, we better not. 10 minutes to go. Oh, here we go. Good work by 52. Waker, nice. 1-2. Fed through Saka here, should get to it and should score. Saka, can he have the composure? Can he get good save with the legs by the goalkeeper? Should have been 3-1. Game over. To be fair, 3-1. Respectable scoreline, really, as well. For us. Poor from Jesus. Come on. As a 5 minutes left. Don't bottle it. Just get it done now. Just find Timber Kepper. It's a good ball. Fed through to Jesus. He's been crap. How he's going to play nearly 90 minutes or more. It's ridiculous. Whooped up by Mascara. Noyle coming off a Mansfield, replaced by Hewitt. reckon we'll get about 5 minutes the end of this game out of time. I think we've got about 2 minutes left of normal time. You had already smash a like on the stream. Share it around with your friends and hit that subscribe button as well. Polls got 24 votes. We had 4%. So draw. We did have a few votes for Mansfield, 25%. 71% back in the Arsenal for the victory today. "90 seconds left to 90. Madueke is done brilliantly, and he wins a corner for the Arsenal. Set piece. Short routine. Madueke. That's poor. Short routine. Madueke. Way too much on the ball across. Six minutes out of time. Wow. It's a lot. That's a lot. You need to hold on. No shenanigans. No cocking it up. Just finish the job that you expected to do and get the job done. And get into the draw. Oh, that could have been dangerous for Lewis. With no VAR. It is. It is. Don't forget to add the Insta, by the way, mate. I haven't had the notification yet. So I've got a new follower. Let me just double check. No. But yeah, with no VAR, it's a bit of a surprise. Cool. Yeah, you know. Well, yeah. Just try and memorize it if you can. Obviously, it's a pretty simple one. It's got a blue profile picture. Same one as, in fact, the channel at the minute. But 20th of March, we will be changing the logo to suit more springy colours and all that. Yeah, they've offered a danger all afternoon. Yeah, for my little bet, so do I, but yeah, RTO_official. And like I say, as soon as you add it and I get the notification, I'll drop you a message and I'll put you in my primary. And then, yeah, like I say, next Thursday, I'll message you about the ticket. So, yeah, keep an eye on your messages. Yeah, can we kill it with just under 3 minutes to go? Mansfield have got the ball at the minute. Here's Saka. Come on. Finish it off. Get the third goal. Put it to bed. Martinelli, bit of quality towards the end, though. Narrowly wide. I don't think we're going to. 90 seconds left of the 6 added on. Madwake, yeah, now come on. Last minute, let's get some quality. Let's get a goal. Yeah, but for who? They've been in at Mansfield. Of course they have. They scored. Well, more action. FA Cup tonight at 7:45. You can join us for the 8 o'clock kickoff. Newcastle Man City will be our next watch along on the Realltom football tonight in the Emirates FA Cup. And 2 more games on Super Sunday, which will include. We'll talk about those in a minute. Oh, there could be one more chance here. Where's the whistle? Good tackle by Nkapie. That should. Yeah, it's done. It wasn't easy for us. It wasn't pretty. And I will digest it and I will dissolve it more in the fan cam. But the job is done. The run is over for Mansfield. But most certainly have they played to a top level today. They've sent some Arsenal fans and players for Eberechi Eze stomach twisting. But we get the job done, and thank God we do. Final score, Mansfield 1, Arsenal 2. We're into the draw. Can Newcastle beat Man City so that we can have a chance of getting them in the quarterfinals of the Emirates FA Cup? Job done for Arsenal. And next up, it is on to Bayer Leverkusen on Wednesday night before a return to Premier League action. And the next Premier League action for Arsenal is at the weekend. It's a 5:30 kickoff. It's at home to Everton. And a reminder that in terms of the Premier League, we have got 5 home games and just 3 away games remaining in 8 games. And one of those away games is on the final day. So, yeah. But that is it. It's over. And it's relief on my face as we do get past Mansfield. And for the neutral, it might have been enjoyable. For an Arsenal fan, in the end, enjoyable. But watching it wasn't necessarily easy. The final score once more at the One Call Field Mill Stadium is Mansfield 1, Arsenal 2. Next up, then on Realltom football once again, it's Newcastle against Manchester City, and you can join us at 7:45 for the 8 o'clock kickoff. Next up is Newcastle Man City, live on Realltom football in the Emirates FA Cup 5th round.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.